Hello, and welcome to Mixology, where we launch each episode mixing up a beverage as we discuss how customer education and customer marketing mix together as scale engines to customer success. I'm Kristine Kukich, and along with our guest host, Eric Mistry, we're doing a quick recap of Empower Ed 26, the Customer Education Management Association's premier boutique conference for customer education professionals. The rooftop bar at the Otis Hotel in Austin has a great drink called a Champagne Supernova. Pause here to grab the ingredients: 2 ounces of mango juice, 2 ounces of Aperol, 3 ounces of blood orange juice, 3 ounces of Prosecco, and top it off with Topo Chico. Grab some ice too. You'll need it. We had at the Otis Hotel. I just modified it a little bit based on what I have in my pantry, but we're going to start this. It's a layered kind of drink. So we're going to start with a little bit bigger glass than you might normally see, but then we're going to do the lightest to the heaviest. And that means we're going to start with 3 ounces of Prosecco. And then I'm going to go to the 2 ounces. Let's start that one with, we've got mango juice here. So I've got 2 ounces of mango juice. And then I'm going to do a couple of ounces of Aperol. We're going to top that off with 3 ounces of blood orange juice, and it weighs a little bit more. So you're going to see that layering kick in. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some ice in there before I top it off with the Topo Chico. So let's go ahead and ice it up a little bit. And then we're going to top it off with the Topo Chico. There you go. There's your Champagne Supernova. Let's go talk with Eric. Hey guys, we are at Mixology Live
in Austin.
From Austin, from the Summit Conference. And look at that, beauty. Rooftop bar at the Otis. Outstanding. I'm drinking a Champagne Supernova. It's sitting over there.
I have a bottle of water because I've been talking all day, but I'll have a cocktail later.
So the focus on the conference has been absolutely amazing. And I will be honest, best one ever.
Yes,
but I think I say that every year. So, okay.
It's consistent.
Right. 3 questions today. Question number 1, favorite thing. You go first.
I think just seeing all these people in person and just seeing everyone talking about these ideas and seeing the change from this year to last year. Like AI was, hey, we're thinking about it last year. This year it's like we're doing things, we're making things. Everyone's going to the future.
And I would say the same thing. For me, it has always been about the people. I always take away, the benefit of seeing people that I haven't seen in a while, and the people that they're brand new. I got to meet so many new people. This is their first conference ever. Some of them, this is their first experience in customer education, and to find a community as forgiving as this one is, right? You can make your mistakes. You can talk about things. You can cry about things if you need to, and you can celebrate the wins. And all of that is happening for us in 2 days, which means we're all exhausted by now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's like those small teams. It's like a lot of them are teams of 1 or 2. And it's like we don't get to talk to other people who do what we do.
We don't have a heart in our own organization, because we are it. We're the heart, the lungs, everything.
Yeah.
When you come here, you get a real chance to really communicate, to really talk to people who do what we do. I think that's exciting.
Yeah, and even the vendors, really good vendors here. It's like, oh, I got to talk to people building the tools that I use every single day, and here's the real feedback, and here's how everyone else is using these tools, and
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's very, 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 very fair. Second question that we have for today is the themes, right? You mentioned AI, right?
Yeah, I think one, it's AI. I mean, AI is everywhere these days, but it's how do we do it practically? How do we do it intentionally? How do we make it still that human element with it? And then I think also just the speed thing. Everyone is even more adaptable these days. Everyone is embracing change is happening around us, but we've got to be calm in a hurricane.
right? There's the AI was really day one was really heavy into the introduction of how people are using AI. Amina's stuff with her, she built an entire certification program using ChatGPT. I mean, it was absolutely phenomenal. And then as we moved into day two, well, and Gabriel's stuff from yesterday, right?
Incredible. That
Right?
system.
Yeah, she built a storyboarding system in AI that is human gated at different points in the process. Again, absolutely phenomenal in the way that she was able to think it through and to a certain extent reverse engineer a lot of what needed to happen automatically.
Yeah. Well, in the look and feel of that, I was like, oh, what's that paid app you're using? And I was like, oh, you built this. It looks like a professional app.
Right? She
Yeah.
did an amazing job. They won a hackathon with it in the beginning, which was where the idea started, which I would almost say is like the guys from Cluso. Right?
Yeah.
They started because they had a knack for, they wanted to do something because it was university driven. And hers was kind of the same way. And then today, right? You did your AI presentation today, which was also very cool. And then I think the theme that went into today, because yesterday we had Julie Dirksen as the starting point, which was good, amazing, right? The
really
presentation was good.
Both keynotes were just cool.
Yeah, but we had MVP today, and for those of you not at the dinner, her name is Melissa Van Pelt, and she is at Seismic. She's been a Sedma fan from the early days when she first tackled customer education, and the starting point for her today was, we're going digital. We're going to the digital CS thing, and how does customer education fit into that, and how do we manage that? So much of the presentation today were kind of around that whole idea of how do we take what we've done in customer ed and emphasize it in the right way in a digital first delivery system, particularly post-sale.
Yeah.
Right? Where it's a big deal on how do you manage that and who does what and what's going on with it. So that I think that today was the theme that I saw.
I saw, a lot of that. And I think just the idea that like customer education in this time and space is a really necessary thing. It's also as important as ever, if not more important, because you need this to work. It doesn't matter how good you vibe code something. It's you have to teach people how to use it. So I think that was a cool thing to see come through too.
Yeah, that was fun. Very, very fun. Okay, now last question, and then we're gonna go migrate over to all these other people who are doing stuff. But favorite presentation of all of them, and it is okay for you to say mine.
Yeah, I mean
yours. I mean, not mine. I didn't put that this year.
As much as I love my own presentations, I think the two that really stood out to me, one, I just love seeing Kevin Dunn present anything. It's just fun, and just seeing with very similar kind of core topics. And there was a lot of really good agreement and overlap, but also just seeing the nuances of oh, we're both dealing with this day in, day out. How are we thinking about this slightly differently? Where are we agreeing? That was really cool to see, and get to talk to another person doing a very similar thing to what I do. And Gabrielle, like you said, seeing someone build something completely from scratch, incredible.
It was very incredible. I liked Julie Cochran's. She was at the same time as you, so you didn't get to see it.
I know, I was really sad about that. I was like, this looks so cool.
Yeah, she has built a methodology to determine where AI could impact your organization best. And you basically run through this rubric of answer these questions, take this through, look at the scores, and then action item it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really a concise way to bring order to the chaos, because the only thing that we see is, Kristine, we need to do AI.
Yeah.
Right. I just make sure that we're using AI. And that's a very unclear, very large mandate. And her methodology gives you a way to bring that order so that you can figure out where it's going to impact you best and help you select the right tools to do the work. So it's not just your favorite Gen AI engine. It is a tool that's designed to solve the problem or need that you really have. And not just everybody saying, well, here, Kristine, you've got this nice little 6-pointed prompt declaration thing that we can use, but hey, that's great, but this is more than that.
Yeah.
And I think that for me was really eye-opening, right?
Yeah,
That we can put some rigor onto something that is so still stinking brand new.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited to like dig into the slides and see like the mistakes.
Right.
Like, yeah, I was like, oh man, I actually had to have an AI like help me choose my sessions. I was like, here's the schedule, here's what I'm doing. Like, I have to go to mine, but like help me pick out the rest. And it was like it's very tough. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to pick. So, yeah.
And I will admit that Eric was the impetus for Cedra this year.
Oh yes,
Right? Cedra was cool. Cedra was
Yeah.
our little AI bot that asked the right questions to help us figure out what kind of topics we wanted to talk about in the off sessions, so not in the actual scheduled sessions, but in those moments where we're just putting together a table of people to talk about monetization or to talk about AI and automation or to talk about whatever. And so Cedra helped us with that, and we got some good information. Helped us match too.
Yeah, it was
So
really cool.
we did this thing where you could get an opportunity to. We picked 5 people that you should meet while you're here,
Yeah.
and it was really helpful in picking out. If you answered the questions from Sedna, they found someone who was interested in what you were interested in, and then it took the others from the basic demographic info, right?
Yeah.
Demographic stuff. Who are you? Where do you live? Are you a work from home person? You know, how big's your company?
Yeah. And it's
What
nice.
role do you play?
It's nice to like, oh, it's just like it answered a survey question, but it's like add another survey.
Right?
Yeah.
It went, and it was fast.
Yeah.
Right? It
Oh,
didn't-
2 minutes.
Right? It was amazing how quickly it went after we finally got her to actually shut up. The first draft, she wouldn't. She kept
She's
going.
inquisitive.
Yeah, she kept following up
Yeah.
with another follow-up question.
Yeah.
It was like, but no, I said, stop at 6. And she
Yeah.
said, nah,
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah. Oh.
So, but that was fun too.
Yeah.
So overall,
Yeah, it was great. Yeah. And the tacos, like we're in Austin, like great food, great people. What else could you want?
you know, I had some tuna taco wontons with avocado. It's like, oh yeah, super cool, super cool. So join us again next year for whatever we decide to do. And my year was funny with this because I always think now the new year starts tomorrow because this conference is done,
Oh yeah.
right? So now we're already planning what we're going to do for the rest of the year, the calendar year of 2026, as well as what we do for 2027. So listen, learn, and we will see you next time.
Bye y'all.